Welcome back, Insufferable gaming fans. Your old pal Rosser here. Well, today we're playing what might be my most brutal and frustrating game of all. Now this one's extra special because I actually had to install a virtual machine running Windows XP just to get this to run. Isn't that great? To answer your question, no, it is not great. But Shadows of Cairn is a little-known game that had decent music and a lot of bullcrap. So, first thing we need to do is show the intro.
The city you see is an outpost built during the early years of the Holy Wars. It guards the border between Garrett, land of the infidels, and the realm. Although blessed with peace for the past 5 years, this city has a long history of war going back to its founding nearly 300 years ago. Built during a war, the city is a fortress constructed on a mountain known as the Cairn. You'll find nearly every class of people in the city, from the Duke himself in his castle at the summit of the mountain, to peasants, cutthroats, and thieves in the shambles outside the city walls.
The voice acting in this game is just the best. You'll see what I mean.
And he has a bit of a problem.
Can we make this clear? Are you or are you not supposed to be a thief? No one can be an apprentice forever.
Please, I've passed all the tests.
And it's not responding.
Except one. The only one of real importance. You've never stolen anything. I'll give you 1 week. If you still have nothing of value, and by that I mean value, we'll see how you like the life of a beggar. I think you'd look pretty pitiful without it.
And we crashed. Let's try this again. Okay. Here we go.
The city you see is an outpost built during the early years of the Holy Wars. It guards the border between Garrett, land of the infidels, and the realm. Although blessed with peace for the past 5 years, this city has a long history of war going back to its founding nearly 300 years ago. Built during a war, the city is a fortress constructed on a mountain known as the Cairn. You'll find nearly every class of people in the city, from the Duke himself in his castle at the summit of the mountain, to peasants, cutthroats, and thieves in the shambles outside the city walls. Speaking of thieves,
there we go.
This is our hero. His name is Quinn, and he has a bit of a problem.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we make this clear? Are you or are you not supposed to be a thief? No one can be an apprentice forever.
Please, I've passed all the tests.
Except one. The only one of real importance. You've never stolen anything. I'll give you 1 week. If you still have nothing of value, and by that I mean value, we'll see how you like the life of a beggar. I think you'd look pretty pitiful without any legs. Maybe we can get our investment out of you. And swords. Lots of swords. Maybe we should put out an eye. Well, maybe that's getting a little carried away.
The Duke's castle is my only hope.
I just love these cutscenes. Steal a hairbrush.
Hurry up now. You'll need your cloak for this dinner. The main hall gets pretty drafty this time of year.
I'll just be a minute.
Smooth. Hooray, treasure room. Now that move we can use in-game. It does nothing. Ever.
My magician says the Duke's brother is ready. He'll do anything we ask. All he cares about is that little bottle, and he can only get it from us.
Good. Everything is prepared with the Gray Men. All we need now is a fool to hang for the crime. Your presence is most welcome, apprentice. My good Earl, I think we've found our fool.
Patonk. Yep, much like in the game, he can't even hide decently in the cutscene. He can pick locks though, so that's okay. And that's where the game starts. Now, this game is impossible. Even on easy. So naturally we're going to go one step higher and try normal so we can see more of the traps. Because I'm a Saiyan. Now this game actually controls using the number pad, the spacebar, and the shift. I've configured it with joy to key, so it might be a little easier. But trust me when I say, these controls are among some of the crappiest and most awkward you'll ever see. Now in our upper left we see where we're supposed to be going, which is Shambles North. And we don't want to get in a fight with the guards, because we'll die.
Looks to me like you're in a little bit of trouble, eh? Well, you know the way.
I bet that guy makes some killer gumbo. And here we enter the first dungeon. And I love this.
The voices say you are the one. If you prove yourself, I will give you something of great worth. Go now and reclaim my dog from the fiend who took him!
Now, about the controls. Left and right make you walk left and right. Upper left and upper right make you run. If you hold down button 1, you'll sneak forward. If you hold down button 1 and hit upper right, or 9 on the number pad, you'll jump to the right. To enter fighting mode, you have to hold both buttons and press up. From there, if you hold button 1, you can do an assortment of punches. If you hold button 2, you get kicks. High, medium, and low. And if you hold both and hit up, you'll go out of fighting mode. Very intuitive. Now listen closely.
The old man says you took his dog, and I'm here to get it for him.
That weren't no dog. It was a rat, and I'm gonna eat him.
Sorry, I can't let you do that.
I nominate that for line reading of the century. I'll kick him a couple of times. Now, to look for treasures, we hold button 2 and hit down, and we got the crazy guy's rat. And I'll try running. I do not want to fall in the pit. It is instant death, like everything else in this game.
You've returned, my friend. Now you're my friend, too. Take these and use them well.
Thanks. What are they?
Knives, idiot. Go now, but return another day. I'll have more for you then, my friend.
That guy is freaking amazing. Okay, now I'm going to drop a save here. We'll hit save. And we'll name this Torture, because that's frankly what it's going to turn into. And we'll move on. Gotta be very careful not to fall in the pits. Instant death. We can kind of creep forward and leap. Whoa, almost missed those. And no, the frame rate's not stuttering. The game really plays like this. Now this thing, it will try to kill us. We want to kind of creep up closer and kind of hit it when it's Inactive. There we go. Managed to take it out. If you get really close, it'll just kill you instantly. Now these leaves in the upper right here, that's your health. And they will just evaporate in no time flat. I assure you. Want to pay close attention that we don't stumble onto any traps, because pits aren't the only thing. Later on there's going to be all kinds of stompers and mashers and just every bad thing you can imagine. Want to be able to duck and stab. 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 Okay. Guess I wasn't close enough. Don't want to get stun locked. He's just not taking any crap from anyone. Okay. After the next volley, I'll step in and attack a little more closely. I said step in and attack a little more closely. And take a drink. Also, no matter where you save in this game, you always start back at the beginning of the area. So making multiple saves is useless. Completely useless. And I mistimed that jump quite well, so here's another death animation for you. Nifty. Let's see if we can avoid screwing up this time. Although, chances are pretty slim. If you're running, you have to make sure you jump really close to the edge of those pits. You really don't want to run directly into a room. And I stepped too close to the slime. Get used to this, we're going to be seeing a lot of it. Eventually, it'll... Bullshit, I hit the jump button. Eventually it'll get to the point where I'm just going to have to start cutting out deaths. Because there are probably going to be hundreds. Okay, let's just take things nice and easy. Don't get too excited. Creep up to the pits. Try not to get too wonked out on this. Baby steps, baby steps. Alright. Let's see if I can avoid screwing this up too badly. I'll try to kick it. I'm surprised that worked. I thought for sure I was going to get absorbed into the slime and be no more. But I made it out. Now I guess as I go on I'll get a little bit more used to the controls and... oh, like that'll happen. There is no getting used to these controls. They're really that painful. Let's see if I can kick this one too. I might be close enough to stab it. I was. That's what I like to see. Empty room here. Yeah, until I was able to install the virtual machine with WinXP, the sound was screwed up and it would just loop the first few seconds of any song over and over again. And I couldn't run the game like that. Just wouldn't have been right. Oh, I see you, Pit. You think you're clever. But it is I who have won this day. Okay, one more slime thing. Whoa. Almost didn't dodge that one in time. Can I stab it? I can. Sweet. And this brings us to... More dungeons. Awesome. I don't know if I'm far enough to get a place to continue by here, but if I die, we'll know. Being very slow, very deliberate. Trying not to cock up too badly. They kick you. That was a little close. Ah, another pit. 2 pits, actually. He almost managed to fly right into the second one when he jumped the first. That'll be a very common thing to happen as the game continues on. There we go. I think this one's a stabber. Nope, couldn't make it. I'll back up just a scooch here. Okay. I would like to turn around now, if that's okay with you. We good, we good. And I kick you. Nothing like kicking a pseudopod for fun and profit. A slimy pseudopod. Inch forward a bit and leap. Master leap. Ah, me. These guys. They're delightful. Back up just a little more here. Or not. Not's fine too. Can I get myself turned around here? I guess I'm gonna have to kick this one too. I really don't want to get killed here. It's a real concern. Haha! Got that one before I could react. I am now the combat master. Now, you see that compass in the upper left? That will become painfully important later. Because finding your way to and from things in this game gets to be a nightmare after a while. Later on. When you're navigating around the town proper. Kika. We're gonna have real problems when we have to start fighting guards and stuff. Because at that point it's all luck and timing. But mostly luck. My god, they just keep coming. Not really sure how they keep hitting me like that though. I am getting mighty low on hit points. But I think we're nearing the end of this dungeon. It really does feel like a dungeon too. There's just slime all over everything, pits everywhere. Some sort of aquatic horror down in the deep. You know, the kind of place you really want to vacation. Sometimes you'll find hidden doors. I haven't seen any yet, but that might be because they're hidden. I leap across, and hey, look who it is. Oh, bullshit. Foul. I cry foul. I veto. And how far back did that set us? Not too far, I don't think. I'm gonna running jump it. Yeah. Is that a hidden door? That is not a secret door. It was worth checking. And I leapt right into that one because I'm an idiot. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yep, this game's gonna take a while. Hope you weren't busy today. I certainly wasn't. Hop up. Take a kick. I really can't afford to play around with these pits like this. The jump timing is just so freaking awkward. But I guess you can see that. You've sort of gathered that, haven't you? Get up. I changed my mind. You can stay down. Forever and ever. Alright. No daring heroics. Let's just have a simple jump across a nice pit. I kid, there's no such thing as a nice pit. They're all miserable and unhappy and painful. Are we making progress yet? Creep up, creep up, creep up, a sneak, leap. I feel like I'm making progress. I'm probably full of crap though. Yep, that was pretty crappy. I've still got 3 health points. That's, serviceable at least. I'm not entirely certain I would want Quinn here to have my back. Yeah, then that happened. I am not sure why that happened, or how it happened. Okay. This game hates me and wants me to be miserable. It was the I want to be the guy of its time. Except with less of the charm. Think we can manage this one without getting slimed? Sorta, kinda. It's that 4th one that gets me. Gonna have to be extra careful with it. A zoop. We've dealt with this one. Okay. Good, good. Yeah, also you can't jump or run with your weapon out. So there's that to consider. Okay, this guy keeps getting me. And he got me once more. I'll just have to kind of creep up and hope for the best. There. That went a little better. Now, how many more dozens of them are in here, I wonder? Far too many, I'm sure. At least one more. Yep, he got me good. Got no one to blame but myself for that one. I don't like the angle of approach here. It seems a little close. And I was not hitting him for some reason. I might have to kick him. I don't want to have to kick him. But I see little way out of this. Okay. Next part. We've left the dungeons to discover more dungeons. Sweet. Make a running leap! Nope. Okay. But I get to start back from where I entered that door, so there's that. It would help if the frame rate would maybe see fit to find its way into something a little higher than 15 per second or so, which is what it seems like. I may be exaggerating. I can't really count the number of frames. I mean, I'm sure there are ways to do it, but haven't I gone through enough work to get this game running? I think I have. Okay, there's the way up. Let's see if there's anything over here, though. There is something over here. A grate. Great. Wait a minute. Nope. Thought I saw something. I didn't. That was unnecessarily dangerous. And so now we find the exit. So, I'm going to go ahead and make a save here. Replace that. And now we can head on to the next cutscene. Which is this guy.
Quinn, my boy.
My boy.
It seems that you're in a spot of trouble.
What have you heard?
Let's see. Well, the Duke's guards have been in twice. Seems someone must have told them about the debt I owe you. I can't think of any other reason they'd be here. Anyway, the word is that you've been hired to assassinate the Duke. Your own master gave you up. You're wanted, dead or alive. A pretty good reward, too.
You've got to help me. You know I wouldn't kill anyone, let alone the Duke. I need the time for the changing of the guard to the Duke's palace. I have to get there before the real assassins.
Well, I know I do owe you, but these are pretty high stakes. Even assisting in the death of a royal would cost me my head. I guess I'll help you, but you've got to run a few errands for me first.
What do I have to do?
First,
Ah,
I need
audio
my
desync.
dagger. I sent it out for repair, but the armorer is a thief. He wants me to pay money for the repair.
That
Here's
bastard.
how to find him.
That shouldn't be too hard. I'll be...
Back is the way that sentence ends. So now, if you'll notice over here, we've got a new location. We need to find the armorer on Tier 8 East. And to do that, we're going to have to evade guards and climb walls. That, however, is for another time. So until next time, this is your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.